Hi, first grade. When we left off with Henry yesterday, if you remember, he was taking his guppies back to Mr. Pennycuff to see if he would take them since his mother needed all of her fruit jars back because she was canning fruit for the winter. So we're going to read and find out today what happens with Henry and his guppies. Henry was chasing a guppy with the net when his father came into the room. He told his father what he planned to do. I sure hate to do it, he mourned, but I can't keep 1,000,000 guppies in my bedroom. He looked sorrowfully at his fish. I know, Henry, I hate to see the fish go too, but they're getting out of hand. I'll tell you what to do. Catch all the guppies and put them in the pickle jar. It won't hurt them to be crowded for a little while. Right after supper, I'll run you down to the pet shop in the car. Henry sadly packed up his fish, and after supper, he and his father and Ribsy got into the car and drove to the pet shop. Ribsy liked to ride in the car. I brought you a lot of guppies, Henry said to Mr. Pennycuff. I hope you can use them. Use them? Exclaimed Mr. Pennycuff. I certainly can. I haven't had a guppy in the store since the sale. Let's see them. While Henry unwrapped his pickle jar, his father looked at the tanks of tropical fish along the wall. I should say you do have a lot of guppies, said Mr. Pennycuff. Nice healthy ones, too. You must have taken good care of them. He held the jar up to the light and looked at it closely. It seethed with gray guppies, rainbow guppies, and baby guppies of all sizes, swimming round and round and round. Let's see. Well, Mr. Pennycuff continued to stare at the fish. Henry couldn't understand why he was muttering to himself that way. He had given Mr. Pennycuff the guppies, and now he wished he could return the pickle jar so he could go. Well, now, said Mr. Pennycuff, I guess these fish are worth about $7. I can't give it to you in money, but you can pick out $7 worth of anything you want in the store. $7? Henry was astounded. $7 worth of anything in the pet shop? He was rich. He had been so busy thinking about getting rid of the guppies that it had not occurred to him that they might be worth something to Mr. Pennycuff. Hey, Dad, did you hear that? $7, Henry shouted. I certainly did. You better start looking around. Take anything you want, Sonny. Dog collars, kittens, bird seed, anything. Henry tried to decide what he would like. Ribsy had a collar and a leash and a dish, so he didn't need anything. He looked at the kittens. The sign read kittens, $1 each. They were cute, but Henry decided he didn't want $7 worth of kittens. Ribsy would chase them. You don't have any skunks on sale for $7, he asked hopefully. No, I haven't had any skunks for a long time. I'm glad to hear that, said Mr. Huggins. Henry looked at the tropical fish. Then he looked all around the store and came back to the tropical fish again. He stopped to watch a little catfish busily digging in the sand. Suddenly, Henry knew that the only thing in the store he really wanted was more fish. Could I keep a catfish in my fishbowl? He asked Mr. Pennycuff. No, Sonny, they have to be kept in warm water. They need an electric heater and a thermostat in the water to keep the water the right temperature. He held up 2 long glass tubes. One looked as if it were filled with sand and the other with wires. See, this is what I mean. They fit into the corners of an aquarium like this and keep the water warm all the time. He fitted them into the corner of a little tank on a table. How much does that cost? The tank is $3 and the heater and the thermostat come to $4. That makes $7. Henry was disappointed. Oh, I wouldn't have any money left for a catfish, and the only thing I really wanted is more fish. You know, Henry, I hoped you'd say that, answered his father. I hated to see those guppies go as much as you did. If you buy the tank and heater and thermostat, I'll buy the fish. Oh, gee, Dad, that's swell. Let's get a little catfish. Then Henry thought of something. Do catfish have as many babies as guppies? He asked Mr. Pennycuff. Oh, my, no. Catfish rarely have babies when they're kept in tanks. They mostly have them when they live in outdoors in ponds and rivers. Swell, said Henry. That's the kind of fish we want. Won't Mom be surprised? I don't know. That's the end of our chapter, the end of chapter 2. I don't know what his mom is going to think about that catfish, but I'm sure she's going to be really glad he didn't come home with $7 worth of kittens. Can you imagine? 7 kittens. All right, tomorrow we'll start a new chapter, chapter 3, Henry and the Night Crawlers.